talk about swine a little bit. Here we just have a couple pictures of the big barn and the nursery and the smaller barn that used to be a cattle barn that was turned into a finishing unit. Purpose of the swine here on Ag Ed 50 farm is just to give you your past and current custom swine operation and keep you updated on how to do it and try to make it better. Objectives is discuss prior goals of the custom swine operation, discuss the current goals, and deliberate future goals and recommendations for the Ag 450 custom swine operation. In the past, 2002, the swine barn was infected with PRRS, which is a horrible disease to have in homes. It's not possible to get rid of it once you've had it in the building. So that affected the farrowing operations. They had to get rid of that in 2007. There was a new curtain added on the south side of the finishing barn, which helped out a lot on that barn. And then farrowing house was tore down in spring of 2011. And now we're just currently focused on finishing hogs and trying to do it the most efficiently and best way we can. And we're doing that with the guidance of Nick Poons, the field man, and through Swine Graphics.
Our current facilities, the big finishing barn holds 1,200 head, and the small barn holds 350. For nursery pigs, it's supposed to be actually May 28th. We just got pigs in this last Saturday, and we had 2 loads go out of our finishing barns. 173 went out last Wednesday, and what was today? 173 again today. Some of our goals for our hog buildings, Nick said to install an emergency calling system, and the spring committee, they actually budgeted this for like $7,000, I think, last semester. And so we're gonna try to go and get the ball rolling on that a little more. Building the ground said, finish cleaning up concrete from the bearing building. It's kind of just an eyesore out there right now. Patch curtains and fix misters in the small buildings. Some of the misters are clogged and they're not sheeting out like they should be. And on the north end, the rod in the curtain is actually, I think, broke. And there's a rope, I think, that's snapped off too. And in the big barn, there's some electrical problems. Some of the fans ain't running in, I think, C and D. Is it?
Misters are.
It's Mister? Okay.
Fans
are running when we went through
there.
There might be some stir fans.
Stir fans, not really. Yeah.
And also, like building ground said, construct a compost shed. And in this picture, this is where we want to put it. That's where the bus was earlier too. Questions?
Of course I do. One of the things that I wanted to make sure is that you have short and long-term goals. You want to go back to your goals. Can you designate which of these you would consider short and long, and then maybe prioritize those for us?
Okay, short, probably patch curtains, fix mister in the small building, fix electrical problems in the large finishing barn.
The compost shed probably, we want to get started on it, but I don't know, is it realistic that we can get it completely constructed in the 8 weeks we have, or whatever, how many weeks we have
It's
now?
probably long on that one.
Probably long,
Yeah.
and then if we can get the finance committee to let us install the emergency calling system, if we can afford it, then maybe that could be a short-term goal too, because that's pretty important when, if the feed shuts off, then it can call somebody and let them know, and then the pigs aren't out of feed or the water, if electricity goes off, or, that's a pretty important one, really. All the newer updated barns all have a emergency system like that, and that's probably pretty important if you want to keep your hogs healthy and always with feed and water.
I think you mentioned that has been cash, that's cash flow.
Yeah, I think it was like budget for 7,000. I think it actually cost like 300 or something like that total.
That was the bid, and I think we're working on some things to get that
Oh, yeah.
price down.
Yeah, and then like cleaning up the concrete in the farrowing building, that'd be short term. Like they already had it all figured out last semester, so we just gotta call the guy.
When the hogs are selling now, is that profitable?
Yeah, last spring had a thing, was it 15,000 annually? That'd be, they had it typed up in their presentation, I can't remember the exact figures on it, but they were making money.
Yeah,
It's
they
paid
were
for
profitable.
profitable
question
for
is-
us or profitable for Swine Graphics?
That's the question, yeah.
We don't care if they're making money.
Yeah, I don't care if they're making money.
Well, yeah,
I
we're
mean,
guaranteed
I think they
so
are.
much. You've been guaranteed so much per pick.
Because we're making a little over $5,000 a month. Great question.
More comments than questions. On the electrical problem, the big problem we're having is that for some reason, the outlets that control the solenoids on the sprinklers down there are fluctuating from 150 to 190 volts in a 115 volt socket. So it's burning out the solenoids. So I talked to them last week, they were on vacation this week, I talked to them today. They promised someone would be here to look at that by the end of the week.
So that has to do with the fans too.
The fans, that's just a replacement motor, so we can handle that, but this electrical problem has me baffled, because it's just in the east side of the building, as far as that goes. The other thing is, none of the misters work on automatic. The other three rooms, they work on manual, you can shift to the manual, and they'll kick right in. But the automatic, the light comes on, but it's like it doesn't activate it, so we're gonna have them look at that. I don't know if we took a lightning strike or what we took, but something's kind of screwy in that, so we're working on that, and we'll get it fixed.
Okay, any other questions? All right, thank you very much. Give them a hand.